Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mikes and Beers podcast, where beer is on ice, the mics are hot, and our regular guy who does our intros is not here. But who cares? You still have your two favorites. Welcome to the Mikes and Beers podcast. Sammy, how are you today?
I am so good. I'm so glad that TJ's not here. We're like kids on vacation today.
We canned them. We canned our host. We canned our producer, our editor. God.
Yep. We are no longer being produced by The Hotter Show. Just kidding. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll see him next week. We normally have our third guy, TJ, on with us, helping us out. He's the podcast expert. But for right now, you get your two actual good-looking favorites, myself, Craft Woody, and Sam, RQ Luxton.
What does RQ stand for?
You'll never know, and who the hell cares?
Real quick.
Yeah, real
quick. Oh, real quick. Right now.
Real quick when you need to be.
No.
So for this podcast, we're going to do things slightly, maybe a little different from what we're used to. I know before we like to do our longer podcast, we like to just shoot the shit, have a fun time. This time, we're going to focus a little bit more on the beer side of things. And we thought we'd start with definitely a brewery that is a little actually close to home, literally and figuratively for us.
We love them.
Yeah, literally down the road, we were lucky to find these guys. And to give you a little bit, we need to start with their name. Oh, it's backwards. No,
it's not backwards.
My glass.
I think it's backwards.
But we're going to start with Chronicle Brewing Company. Sam, let's start it off with our regular.
This is what everyone wants.
Oh yeah. I didn't even want to do it at the same time. You got to hear it twice. It's so good. Let me just pour this beauty out.
Oh yeah, you pour that. I'm waiting for you. I'm going to cheers you.
Oh, that's going to get too much head that way. Damn it.
There's no such thing as too much.
But yes, Chronicle Brewing Company will be our featured brewery of today. And Sam, kick us off. What are you drinking from them?
I'm drinking the Red Mage Cherry Pie Sour. Ooh. This is like one of my absolute favorites. I love a good sour. They have made quite a few sours, and some of them are a little more intense than others. I've had their ales from the Crypt. That one's pretty intense for me, but it is so good. Like it's got so much flavor, but it's a little intense for me. So the Cherry Pie Sour is a little less intense. And honestly, it is so good. For anyone who loves a good sour, this is for you. Mm-hmm. So
Sam, describe the word intense. Are you meaning just like the sour portion of it, or
definitely the sour portion? Yeah. Sometimes sours can be really intense, where it's just like, okay, I feel like I have just swallowed a couple of sour keys. I mean, don't get me wrong, love good sour key.
Delicious. Yeah,
but sometimes it just like it can be a little too much. This one is not. This one has a lovely sourness to it. Kind of like comes across at the very end. It really does have that cherry flavor to it. It's just a good beer. It's a good beer for someone who doesn't generally like beers. They like something that's maybe a little fruitier, maybe a little like, it doesn't feel like you're drinking a beer, but you are.
I wish you could just have in the background that song, Sweet Cherry Pie.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
And actually, that was the last time I was there. That was one of the beers I got to have. And definitely, I agree with you. I'm not a sour guy, but I did like the contrast between sweet and sour on that one.
Oh, yeah.
But since I'm not a sour guy, I'm usually a lager guy, but I'll give it to Chronicles. Chronicles has a great selection of IPAs. So I started to switch IPA. And what does that mean? Well, I had a tough time choosing. Do I choose Charizard? Do I choose Pikachu? Do I choose, almost got my finger on, do I choose Blastoise? No. I choose the New England IPA called Evolution. Oh, yeah, such beautiful can work. And this is what I love about Chronicle beer, not just for the flavor. Mm-hmm. I love this artwork. What was great about this one and why it's my choice to drink right now, as I'm going to take a swig, because head's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, all of the artwork is quite like that. Like even this one has like you're leveling up and everything like that. I love it. It's so creative.
There's great game design. And with this one, this is the third can installment of this particular beer. So going to go back to Pokemon, they have stages of evolution. And I always got a kick out of this. I'm going to show cards off, because, still in
Oh, of
heart.
course.
But
because you're a child. But
they start off with the pre-evolutions of these, then the middle, like the secondary, and then these are the full evolved ones. So like as an example, little water boy here started off as little Squirtle, then little War Turtle, and then I'm going to drink you under the table guy right here.
seriously.
And you know what? I give it to this. So a lot of beers I'm used to balance between that 5.5%. This sits at a whopping 6.5, and I don't taste a difference. I think this is a nice IPA, a little bit of haze to it, a little good flavor. But you know what, guys? It's something you got to go with it. I can't get enough of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I got to have another drink. I'm just like, got a can in my hand. I normally drink out of that. But because Chronicle has got some cool glassware, I've been lucky enough. I got their big stout, or I call it not a stout, sorry. Their pint glass that fits a full tall boy in it. I've gone with this. They have also the goblet glass. They have a smaller goblet glass and a smaller pint glass.
They have
T-shirts.
They have They have a this one glass that's really interesting, but it's for people who really love what is it? Just tasting beers. You know, like how you have like wine tasting, but there's also beer tasting. So they have a sommelier glass, like a beer sommelier glass, which is a really interesting glass. I wish I had it. I need to get it.
Okay. So they got a pirate glass.
Sure, yeah.
I've never heard of a sommelier thing.
You've never heard of a sommelier?
No. I've heard of Evolution IPA. I've heard of the Sweet Cherry Pie. I don't know if we're talking about you or the beer. You totally missed that, Sam. I just flirted with it.
It's fine. I don't really listen to you. It's fine.
Well, then you know what? We should get other people to listen about getting to know Chronicle beer, and I would actually like you to start. You've had connections. Actually, you're sleeping with a guy who's got even more connections than us.
That's why I keep him around.
So tell us, Sam, how did you find Chronicle Brewing?
So actually, just like you said, I found him through Justin, because Justin's dad helped Chronicle Brewing when they were first starting out, I guess with like their electrical or something like that. And what they were very appreciative. So they just like, thank you for helping us. Here's some beer as compensation. So they got a lot of the, and it's right here, the Dwarven Stout. So they got like quite a few of these. And I was over at his place, and this is before COVID. So this is well before COVID. So over at Justin's place, they were like, do you want to try it? Because this is from like that new brewery. And I'm just like, absolutely, tried it. I'm just like, oh my God. So this one, the Dwarven Stout it kind of like, I mean, it's a really lovely play off of like a Guinness, like, cause stout and stout, but yeah, it is so smooth. It's so nice. So it was just like, I gotta go and I gotta try I gotta try their other beers. I want to see their facility, and everything. I didn't get to go though the very first time because I was working and Justin decided to bring you to Chronicle Brewing the first time. I was very upset, so upset. But you got, and like the thing was that I was jealous because I didn't get to try the beers. Like that was the main reason why I was jealous. But it was also like, you guys got to play video games and try beer. Like that's like, I just wanted to be there. I just wanted to feel included.
And I don't blame it. It really did. I like for my first time, especially. And it's funny, my story is very similar to yours, how I found them. I'd known Chronicle for maybe a couple of weeks beforehand. Like you heard the name coming out, you heard that they're going to be the new kid on the block. And for me at that time, I had my favorites. And I was still more into the domestic beers a bit still. So, I'm not worried about the new kids. I'm going to stick with the veterans. Well, I go to our buddy's house here and he's like, hey, do you want to try this stout? Mm-hmm. No, I don't like stouts.
You don't like stouts, no.
You've known me for how long, man? No. So he's like, oh, try this. It's a Dwarven Stout. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, now I'm interested. Okay, Lord of the Rings, Gimli, beards.
Seriously.
And I was like, okay, sure, why not? And it's a free beer. It'd be rude to turn it down. I got through it and I liked it. It wasn't bad. It was something that, it was definitely smooth, had a good rich flavor, like almost like not a chocolatey sweet, but still like just deliciousness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Got through it. It's not something I would ever get drunk off of or maybe have multiple pints of. Definitely happy to try. So I was like, yeah, sure, man. Let's go check this out one day. And so, yeah, sucks to suck, Sam. You had to work. So I think it was me, Justin, and maybe Dark Runner, another guy on the internet that we don't like.
Yeah, we don't like him at all.
We ended up going there. We had the atmosphere. It felt really good. It was nice and heartwarming, small, but in a good way. Like for me, I don't want to be in a big bar scene, especially if it's a newer bar. Like you just want that nice comfort feeling. And I really got that from them. It was good. We had a couple of chairs. We just got sat down. We plunked ourselves in front of the TV because when you have a Nintendo Switch, pre-COVID times, we had a blast. We just said, yeah, man, can you put on Super Smash Brothers for us? We had each flight of beer. So we got 4. I think at that time, the New England IPA would have been on there for me. The Golden Axe Lager was on there for me. I would have had the Lon Lon Milkshake, and I'm blanking on a 4th one. It would have just been for names. Because I'll give it to them. Besides like the beers that we've showcased so far, as you can see with the can art, I'm going to bring these up again. Golden Axe. If you're a fan of Sega, you know the Golden Axe series on the. I played it on. I think it was Genesis. You're going to see one here I'll bring up later on, but PD Piranha is representing this can. And they have another one. It's a blue label. It's the, I'm a dummy.
Is
but
it the Citra one?
It's,
they have quite a few beers now. Like like when you guys went, it was like back when they had only maybe a couple, but they've really grown. They've really started to experiment with different types.
And just weird stuff. Like this coffee, I love this mind play because you know what? Just fuck getting drunk. It's all about screwing your mind up.
This is the newest of new, and this one is it's so good. This is a very, very strong beer. Like you think like strong beer, it's like, oh, when you say strong beer, it's like, oh, is it like 6 or 7%? No.
Yeah, like the one I'm drinking.
This one is 10%. This is the Arcane Ale. And when I say that this is a good beer, I like, oh my God, it's a bourbon barrel-aged stout. So again, Woody, I think that you probably would like it. You like the Dwarven Stout. I think that you would like this. So in terms of like, a comparison so that people who haven't tried it before have like maybe a better idea. People who have tried beers but haven't tried this one before. I find it's very much like the original Innocent Gun. It has, because it's got the vanilla, it's got like cinnamon and stuff like that. And I really do feel like the vanilla is like forward with it. So as soon as I tried it, I'm just like, oh, it's just like, it just reminded me so much of Innocent Gun. And I absolutely loved it. But yeah, it's 10%. So it's kind of, I'm probably not going to crack this one open today because I have other things to do.
We got shit to do.
I got shit to do. So, I mean, if I was planning on like, I'm bunkering down for the night, I'm not planning on going anywhere, this is when I crack this guy open. Because I drink that, I'm done. I'm out. I'm going to bed.
See, I laugh a little off-screen talk of just kind of what we like to do. Podcasts, everybody's got to talk off-screen, talk about what we're going to do. I'm not going to lie, Sam, when you told me you're doing the Dwarven Stout, it's like, sure, take it. You know what? I like Dwarven Stout, but I got 4. I have 6 cans, so I've showed you 4. I have 2 more in the fridge. And like, I'm also going to do the Arcane Ales because I think that's going to be a subset for Chronicle Breweries, if I'm not mistaken. I know they have a Facebook page. Go check out their Instagram for the Chronicle Ales. And when you said that, I was like, damn, I'm not doing anything today. I would have busted that sucker out and just started drinking. But I'm okay with you taking that. Like I said, I got to catch them all.
Well, to be honest, it actually is Easter Day, so happy Easter to anyone. I know this isn't probably going to come out on Easter, but it's Easter for us right now. And I have things to do with family, so that's why I can't be loaded.
Yeah, and just so we're clear, even though it is Easter weekend, we do understand, if you're probably listening to us, you probably know that we are from Ontario, Canada. We are following lockdown protocols. It's in the immediate household and everything like that. But yeah, I'm bummed out that you still took the strong beer.
Yeah.
But a 6.5, I'm not going to really knock that one. It's too good to be true. So Sam, I'm going to look right here because I'm like, I want to grab another beer, but damn it, Sam. It's like, do I chug? I love that I can give a plug every time that we're drinking. This is like, you know what?
I'm plugging too.
Yeah, no, I just the initial.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like saying,
yours is more prominent. This is very much like that's Chronicle. Like this is kind of
yeah.
like yeah.
And for me doing this, why I like showing this off, because it's one of those things, because of the times that we're going through. This is a time for this is a brewery, and there's a few other breweries I'm sure we could list off like crazy in Ontario, in Canada, in North America, across the world, where they're having a difficult time right now. So if you can find any way to support them, it's not just buying their beer, buy their merch. This barely cost me anything, and you know what? For the amount of money I put towards a good beer, I want it in a nice glass. Go support them, buy their shirts. Who doesn't want a new shirt? Who doesn't want a new hat? Go support your local companies right now, especially these breweries. So Chronicles, cheers to you guys. Like,
Oh yeah. Hats off, guys. Seriously.
but now we got to get critical with the Chronicle. It's time.
Oh yeah, because I have a bone to pick with you.
Take the good and the bad.
Mhm.
I didn't know you had a bone to pick with them. I was gonna say maybe we just scored them out of 10 and we move on. But holy,
No, I really hope I really do because like I mean I love you guys. I love all of your beers and stuff.
oh,
There is this one beer though that you guys made that was the be all end all for me in terms of sours because again I love a good sour. I love all beers, but like I mean I love a good sour. I like sours for in the summer and everything. You guys made this sour that was the greatest sour I think I've ever had before. And I got to try it on tap out in your patio. By the way, your patio is just hats off, like great patio, great, just to try and get people in and social distance and everything. It's just been fantastic. It's called Pineapple Sponge Cake. I went and tried it and I was just like, this is almost like I could cry. I love it so much. I do. And I went and talked to you guys about like when you guys are going to get it in like cans again. And you said probably never. And I was very upset. And I would love it if you guys would make it again. Just at least make it for me. I would love to. I will literally I will plug you guys every single time if you make more pineapple sponge cake.
Hey, I won't say no to that. You know what? That's the tricky part with beer. Any kind of brewery is the rotation. When you all have good stuff, it's the same. I loved around the Christmas time. They had the beer walking around the Christmas tree. And there's a picture of like a cartoon Christopher Walken. If there's any likeness or comparison, it's purely coincidental.
Mhm.
They're not, tasted like a damn creamsicle. And if you can look me in the eye and say, I don't like creamsicles, I don't like you.
Yep.
I'm sorry. That was a great beer, simple can art, but I was like, rotation for any brewery is going to be an issue. But like I said, let me just lift these quickly up. When this is in your lineup and when you just want to catch them all, I'm not going to argue.
Oh, yeah.
So, Sam, like I said, I want to rate them. I think this is a good time to let people know it's not just us boost them. There's positives and negatives with everything. So
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
For me with this brewery, Chronicles, I'm giving you, I'm going to give you a solid 8.5. Actually, you know what? 8.9. 8.9. Mm-hmm. And I say that because no one's getting a 10. We're going to be realistic. We're not going to be that, 10 out of 10. Why give it 8.9 is literally because I love the atmosphere. I love the taste. The patio was nice and opening and warm. It just, you guys followed all the rules. That service. I guess the people that I've gone into when I bought my glass, I take it he must be one of the owners. Mm-hmm. Warm-hearted guy, just such a nice dude to talk with. He just, if you have any questions, he'll answer them timely, just so respectful. But the beer rotation, one of those things, if you're not an IPA person, I find half the beers that they have on tap are IPAs, which isn't a bad thing. If you love IPAs, man, this brewery is your 9 out of 10. You go there, enjoy it, support local. If you're not, it's an 8.9. Not a big difference. You still, hey, math, round up. But no, I'm definitely giving you high marks. We love to support local. We love that you're down the road, easy to go by. All can art, everything. Like, yeah, guys, awesome job.
Mm-hmm. I give them a fairly similar score too, and it's all the same stuff that you were just saying. Like I don't think I've ever walked into a brewery, and like I've went to quite a few breweries where the like you think that like, oh, you're probably just like an employee, but you're the owners, and you guys are the nicest people and so accommodating, and like I honestly can't believe it. And like, yeah, before COVID, you guys had such a really like amazing setup with like, who doesn't want to like go to your local brewery and sit down and play Nintendo with your friends and try these beers. But yeah, again, at the same time, my least favorite type of beer is an IPA. I'm very picky, like I pick and choose them. And yeah, there are some times where I'm just not a fan of them. And then there's sometimes that I am. But yeah, you guys have quite the rotation of IPAs that I sometimes I wish that you'd dial it back a little bit and maybe bring forward like something else. Um, but hey, like, I mean, solid. You guys are solid. Like,
We're not going to say no either way, but I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give you guys an 8.5. Like, again, you can round it up or down. Depends on how you want. I'm gonna round it up, but you guys can do what you want.
I love it, Sam. You give them a lower score, but you're asking them to make beer for you, especially. Oh.
You guys get an 11.
Yeah, you get an 11.
Please make the pineapple sponge cake.
Just bring back my beer.
I've already done that, but hey.
Yeah, you cut your own. Yeah, we won't get into that. But again, if you're wondering why we're looking at the shirts, again, this is Mike's and Beers, our own personal stuff, our personal faces. And you know what? We're going to take a little break just so we can talk to you about actually J Digital Arts.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, give them a check out. But here, TJ the Iceman Hodder giving to you, or telling you, I should say, about Jay. Here it is.
Of course, they can do a podcast without me, but when it comes to the finer parts of doing the Mikes and Beers podcast, they still have to turn to me, their producer, host of the Hodder Show, Mr. TJ Hodder, to do the heavy lifting. I got beer all of me. Okay, but seriously, guys, I hope that you are enjoying this, mostly TJ-less edition of the Mikes and Beers podcast. I know I am so far. I think they're killing it right now without me. So, looking forward to seeing what else they have up their sleeve. But, of course, as Ryan said, we need to take a second to give a humongous shout out to the man who actually designed the overlay you see right now above me and down here, as well as the overlay that you guys see in the main part of the Mikes and Beers podcast. He designed our logo. He designed our t-shirts. Anything that we do that is design oriented or graphic art oriented, our man, Mr. Jason Reese from Jaybird Digital Arts, took care of that for us. So if you need logos, t-shirts, banners, social media stuff, posters, fine art, you could literally be like ahead of like a sports team. Okay, and you're like, man, we need logos, we need jerseys, we need banners, we need anything and all like that at all. Okay, Jason here's your guy. He will take care of you. He will get you the stuff that you need, all at a fantastic price, and it will be unique. That's the number one thing with Jason, guys. Is his stuff is unique. You're not going to see a logo like Jason's or a design like Jason's out there in the world. He is truly one of a kind, and we are so very thankful for him, for everything that he has done for us and continues to do for us, as well as myself personally. Jay, I love you. So big shout outs to Jason over at Jaybird Digital Arts. If you want to check him out right now, you can do so by going on the Facebook and the Instagram, Jaybird Digital Arts. Just go ahead and search that and he will pop right up. Be sure to drop him a follow. Or you can also check him out on the web at jaybirddigitalarts.com, or you can email him anytime at jaybird, Jaybird, digitalarts@gmail.com. Now there's a couple periods in there, so it goes jaybird.digital.arts@gmail.com. Contact him right now. Let him know that your friends at Mike's and Beer sent you, and you will get a free quote. That's right, a completely free quote. Let him know what your idea is. He'll get something going for you, and it will be completely outside of the box. You will stand out from the crowd, and it will be completely unique to you, just like you are and your business is, or your podcast, or your sports team, or whatever it is. It will be unique just as you are. And always remember, guys, that his business is not successful unless your business looks great. And with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and turn things back over to my friends, Craft Woody and Sam, for the rest of the podcast. Cheers, guys.
Well, welcome back, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed our little advertisement promo. Jay, we love you. But now it's time for the topic of the week. Something that we're going to timestamp ourselves. Easter has come and gone. You know, we're celebrating today, but it's come and gone when this comes out.
Yep.
And Sam, we're not going to talk about traditions. We've talked about that too much about every single damn holiday. But this is our time to really look at Easter, really dissect it. So get your glasses on. We're gonna really get the sexy librarian scientist going. I'm gonna even get mine because I feel like I need to be the sexy librarian scientist because I'm subjectifying myself. So Sam, according to recent polls, that statistics are everything when it comes to any kind of research. Would you agree to? Or would you agree to that?
Oh, I think I know where we're going.
Oh, yeah, damn right you do. So what I mean by that is that we can quantify just about anything in this world. We can. It may seem impossible, but we can quantify every damn... Sam loves it. So, Sam, for someone who hates make-believe, the Easter Bunny, what are the likelihood of him being real? Let's discuss.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got you, Sam. I knew I'd tell you you're going to answer this damn question because guess what? What kills me, and I'm going to give people some backstory. I jokingly presented this to our friends one time. Mm-hmm. I said, who is more likely to be real? Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, or the Tooth Fairy? Now, in the heart of hearts of all kids in us, we know they're all real. But, you know, adults and weird people, they don't. But so we got to know. We got to know who scientifically could be the most real. And this has caused heat, my friends. This has caused heat. This makes me drink even more. And I drink more Chronicle because it's the best brewing company. I've had people in our group say the Easter Bunny is more likely to be real. Now, I'm going to take a drink because The Easter Bunny is an animomorphic, whatever the hell, rabbit that poops out eggs and delivers them to your house after breaking it. Apparently, he's more likely to be real. The next on our list of friends' decisions was the Tooth Fairy, a goddamn fairy that would break in your house and steal your teeth, are more likely to be real than a fat guy who rides with reindeer delivering presents. I mean, obesity's, a big dilemma. People wear red. Sam, help me out.
Do you know what you just said?
Yeah,
like
I know.
You just said that it's very I can't believe that our friends thought that a fairy or a bunny would be real other than this magical man who goes to all the houses in one night with reindeer and slides down people's chimneys and gives presents.
It's a human versus a rabbit.
I really hope that we don't have any people who are absolute believers right now that are watching this. Because I have to be an adult right now. Unlike you. No,
don't do it, Sam.
None of them. No.
Sam. In the law of statistics, there really is no absolute zero. You can quantify anything even if it can be 0.1 billion zeros, then 1, that's still a number. So you better get your damn glasses in check and tell me that the Easter Bunny can be real.
No. There's no bunny that poops out Easter eggs. Oh, well, you know what? Yeah. All bunnies that come to your house, they poop out something, and you should eat it. I really think you should eat it.
Wow. All right. Well, you heard from Sam. I can't get her to budge on this question. You know what? Hey, but if you guys have an answer, hit us up on Facebook, Instagram. Tell us, would you vote for Santa, the Easter Bunny, or the Tooth Fairy being more likely to be real?
Me and Woody had this conversation the other day. Well, we've actually had this conversation since he decided to invent this weird scenario.
Weird.
And this is what I told him, because I didn't know this was going to be topic of the week. So that's why I said, but we've had this conversation before over the phone, and I told him, and this is going to be true, whatever. I really don't think any of them will be real, but I will actually give him an answer on his deathbed.
Oh, damn, I thought you meant
on his deathbed.
All right, kill me.
So in 84 years or something, it'll be on our Instagram, and I will type out what my answer was so that everyone can know it. But that Woody won't, because he'll pretty much be dead.
Hey, fair enough. Well, you know what? I guess that
As long as I
settles it.
don't die before you.
Well, yeah. No, I'll go before you. I drink way more. But I drink good stuff.
It's very true. But
Plug. Plug. Well, Sam, you brought up an interesting point about bunnies. So bunnies do poop. And, the Easter bunny, he might poop out Cadbury eggs. I had this debate the other day. What would you rather go for? A Cadbury egg milkshake or a shamrock shake?
oh, Cadbury egg, 100%. 100%.
Oh, hey, whoa. Why 100?
Oh, because chocolate over mint. Like, I
Yeah,
like
'cause
chocolate
mint
with mint,
chocolate
but
is
not like,
delicious.
I'm not going to take a shamrock shake. Like, fuck that.
Oh, just like our
I'm
other
just- yeah.
podcast, unpopular opinions, and here we go.
Yeah, seriously, but yeah, no, I'm all about the when McDonald's releases their Cadbury Cream Egg McFlurry, I am like first person in line. I'm like, I need to have that. Need to.
This is why I love you, Sam. We're the complete opposite. I'm, St. Patty's Day, March. That's my birthday month. I'm all about mint. I love mint. I'm shaking because I'm mad.
I love a good peppermint patty. I just like it with
You're a
when
peppermint patty.
say that again.
Oh, still my beating heart. Wow. So, okay, Cad, you know what? Damn, I was really hoping we'd see eye to eye. And I got one more thing. One more thing, Sam. It might be rushing, but you know what? I want us to agree. We don't agree on who's more
We
real.
never
We don't
agree.
agree
This-
on shakes.
This is our friendship.
Are we too old for an Easter egg hunt?
Oh God, no. I love.
Yes, that's my girl.
I had so okay, so I didn't get an Easter egg hunt this year because I'm freaking 27. I really shouldn't. But no, like if someone were to offer, be like, oh, we're actually going to hide. Oh, what?
You're how old?
27.
Wow, I didn't realize. Okay, yeah, keep going. I didn't realize that.
You
I've
didn't
known
know
you.
I was 20
I've known you for 27 years. I didn't even know.
Well, yeah, I've known you since I was like in kindergarten. So
I thought you were like 20, turning 29 this year. What the hell do I know?
how old do you think I am?
I don't know. I'm 40, so
Yeah, I know that. Actually, in my mind, I am 87. So there you go.
you didn't get an Easter egg hunt. That's horse crap.
I didn't get an Easter egg hunt this year. My last Easter egg hunt I had was when I was probably like 18. It's been a while. But I don't say like that you shouldn't have one now. Like if someone were to actually do an Easter egg hunt for me, I would be full for it, like 100% full for it. But I just remember I was living like with my parents, and I just said like, "Can I get an Easter egg hunt?" They're just like, "You are too old for an Easter egg hunt." I'm just like, "No, I'm not," and I would love it. I would love it if you guys did that for me. And they're just like, "Okay, we're gonna do it, but you're not really gonna like it." They hid them like. Oh my God, it was probably the most intense Easter egg hunt of my entire life. My dad actually took a light bulb out and put the egg in and screwed the light bulb in. And I think that that's a fire hazard, but it worked. It's just like, why doesn't this light work? Oh, it's because there's an egg in there.
Hey, I'm with you, Sam. You're never too old for an Easter egg hunt. I actually had one this morning. I had to hunt for my very own beer. But
People do that. I love that. That people like actually
Great
like,
idea.
I would love it if someone just like, yo, I took all of the good beers and hid them around the house and around the yard and stuff like that, and you gotta go find them. I would hunt these out like a bloodhound. I'd just be like, find them. Like,
Sam, you got to find the rest. No,
yeah,
Hold on.
find the one, drink it. Find the other one, drink it. It's like you're supposed to save them
Where's
for
it?
later. No, don't.
I
Okay.
found two. I need one more.
Literally, I have this one. I'm just like, I'm done. Can someone else find them for me?
Wow, Sam, what beer were you holding there?
That was Arcane Ales.
I love that we can just, plug, because I love a good brewery. I love a good cause. I finished my beer. So Sam, before we get into our last thing, because I know we talked about it, I'm going to let you, because I don't like you making decisions for me. It usually ends up bad or me injured or something, raunchy. I need you to pick the last beer I'm going to drink on this podcast.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Now, only one I haven't drank before. Let's see if you can guess it.
Oh, it's Simcoe and I can't.
Wow. So Sam, if you check out our Instagram page, you'll see I promoted the crap out of this one.
Oh, so you So is it Mindflay then?
It is Mind Flay.
I thought that you had drank that one before.
I have never had Mind Flay because you want to know why? what kind of throws me off sometimes, I love, like I said earlier on in the show, I love the can art. It's beautiful. It's well done. But at the same time, it always struck me. Oh, damn it. I didn't even open it, Sam. I
You
fucked
didn't
up
even
there.
like, get me ready for it. I just kind of like, oh, it's on the floor. Can someone get a mop?
Sometimes I just run right in there. That's why I'm I was gonna say single, but that's a lie. No, I never got to try this one because, like I said, once upon a time ago, I wasn't the biggest IPA fan, so I used to ease into things. And my first one was one of their stronger IPAs, and I eased into it. But now this is time, so let's give her a try. Oh, it is a 6.52. I was like, oh, it tastes weird and similar. But so this is going to be a weird description. So
do tell.
The Evolution IPA had a nice hazy light flavor. I don't know how to describe this one. It's good. It's not a knock. It almost tastes darker. Like it's just like not dark as in stout wise, but just boogie to boogie to boogie to boogie.
Oogie boogie? What, Nightmare Before Christmas? Like, what's happening? Oogie boogie.
No, I don't know how to describe this one. This is it's a good flavor. I find it a little smoother than the other one. It doesn't hit like a normal IPA. I find IPAs, if I'm using the correct terminology, it's more hazier. It's got a distinct, unique flavor. But with the Evolution, with the Evolution already in my mouth, this is coming out nice and smooth. I would definitely say if you're looking for a nice IPA, little stronger, in alcohol percentage, I don't notice a difference. I don't know if that's a bad thing. But this is definitely, I would say, if you want to get an introduction to IPAs, that does not hit like an IPA. And at 6.5%, doesn't hit like any of your other domestics. Give it a try, guys. Sam, I am quite happy that you picked Mindflay.
Yeah, that was my second choice, but okay.
Yeah, because you don't watch.
The thing was that I knew you've had Golden Axe before because you do love Golden Axe. I think that's probably one of my favorites.
It's definitely up there. It's got to be one or two.
But I didn't see that you had been promoting the other one too.
Which is fine. This is what I love about our podcast. Guys, find us on Spotify, I believe Anchor, YouTube, we have it on Facebook, Instagram. We're three people, so we'd like to take our own avenues of how we support, how we work, and supporting our enlargement. Funny way of putting it. Just making us more out there. And for me, I know. I'm the Instagram guy. But definitely Mindflay, beauty. But interesting when you say draft pick, Sam. There's a lot of things happening in the world right now. Not COVID related. Thank fucking God. We don't need to talk about that. See, the NHL trade deadline's coming up. The NBA is going on. March Madness is finishing up. Hopefully it's done by now because I've already lost that tournament like there's no tomorrow. So, Sam, when it comes to, you want to have a starting lineup, we don't really talk about sports, but guess what? TJ's gone. Thank God we get to talk about sports. So, Sam, I want to talk about an all-star lineup. We need to get a big boys. We talk a lot about different beers. We promoted Chronicle. We promoted Boshkin. We promoted, we've had so many. Like just on our Instagram alone, I've had the Locker Room Ale from, I forget their name. I just like the logo, to be honest. We think of an Ontario brewer. We got them. Lake of Bays. Love all their stuff. There's one from Coalberg. I think it was Farmstead Brewing Company. We've had the McKinnon brothers out in Kingston. Mm-hmm. Kingston's got too many. Spearhead. My God, Skeleton Park.
Oh, Spearhead.
Love them all. Mm-hmm. There's too many to pick from. There's too many to say, guys, try them all. So, guys, in just this little segment, we want to talk about our own all-star lineup. So, Sam, this is a big moment. This is the first time we've ever said this is the Mikes and Beers, all-star lineup for maybe this month. Maybe, you try some beers. It doesn't work out in the month. You got to switch the boys up. You got to see what works on the power play, the penalty kill. Who can get the job done? Sam, you have the ever important first round draft pick.
Oh my God. Okay. I just want to put this out there, guys. We don't script this show. We do kind of like go over like certain like bullet points of like this is what we're going to be talking about. I had no idea that when he was like all-star lineup, I thought we were picking from like the same brewery or something, what your all-star pick was, but no, we are pitting them all against each other, and that's just that I need to open this. Okay. Ready? I need this.
Delicious, so amazing, so wonderful, and the beer's good too.
And this one's and this kind of influences me right now because right now I'm drinking the Dwarven Stout, and I'm just like, oh, you need to be in there, but I just don't know.
It's a tough choice, and you know what, Sam? This is just we're just testing the waters. If these are our boys, these are the guys. So you just tell me, who's your first round draft pick in the Mikes and Beers All Star lineup?
It kind of depends on the season. Like seriously.
Oh my God.
Okay, like I mean, come on. So like if we're doing
you're on the clock.
Okay. First round is Boshkin's Campfire Ale.
Okay. Definitely a beer we've promoted in the past on our last podcast on social media. It's a company that we do love, and we've I can't knock it. That's not a bad first round draft pick for a good seasonal beer.
It's such an easy drinking beer, and it's good year round. My other one that I was going to, like the one that I was really thinking about,
you only get one draft pick. There's only one first round.
Did I not say it?
And nope, you picked the Boshkin Campfire Rye Ale as Mike's and Beers first round draft pick.
You know what? I'm not mad. So yeah, that's that.
That means the second rounder comes to me. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to warmer seasons. We're getting to warmer territory. We sometimes might not want a hazy beer, a strong beer, a stout, something that sits heavy. We need light with a bit of kick to it. Yep. And I mean kick. You just need the alcohol percentages because times we're going through. Shit, I need to get drunk sometimes. I'm going to kick it off with Chronicle Beer's Golden Axe Blonde Ale Lager. It's beautiful. Guys, like I said, such a smooth, refreshing taste. You can't go wrong. And with the can work backing up from an old school game, that's an easy second rounder by me. I'm happy to pick them. So there we go. There's the second round done. Sam, you get the third round.
Oh my God. There's like people who don't drink beer don't know how hard this is because we have tried so many different beers. And so many of them are so amazing in their own ways.
It's like picking your favorite song or movie. It's just like there's too many to go through.
You know what? I'm going to have to pick what I was also thinking of for my first round pick. But this one's now going to be third round. And that is Spearhead Chardonnay Summer Ale. That is a very, very good, easy drinking summer beer. Like it is just... love it. I love it so much.
Yep, definitely one of the lighter beers that we've had and we promoted just on past episodes of Mike's and Beers. Again, check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, all that fun stuff. It's a fun plug. Sam, couldn't agree more. It's definitely one I would only want in the summertime on a nice hot day. That nice Chardonnay, light beer feeling to it.
Yeah.
You don't even know you're drinking a beer.
Oh yeah, that's what I love about it. And like, I mean, me and Woody, like, before COVID times, we would go to we do like a cottage weekend. And I remember when I was introduced to Spearhead, the Spearhead Summer Ale, that is what I brought. That was because you have to plan strategically for the cottage weekend. You got to have like, you're going to be drinking the entire time, but you got to be able to stay as alert as possible. So you pretty much have to base it on like, I'm going to be drinking beer for the majority of the day, and then you can kind of switch over at nights or something. But like, that was my day drinking beer.
Yeah, there you go. Not solid third rounder. And just so we're clear, like, I know there's going to be maybe some sports people that listen. This is not a ranking system. We're not saying that these are above and beyond. These are just, hey guys, 5 that were taken. They may not be better than the others, but definitely 5 you need to check out. Yeah. But now we're on to the 4th round. And this is where I get a little torn. Because Sam, you're going to rack up the 5th, and that means I'm anchoring on the 6th rounder. So I got to be careful. But I've had a beer in the past. I've had it at Ribs Fest. I've gotten from the LCBO. I've enjoyed here many a times and got drunk on it many a times. I'm going to go with the McKinnon Brothers Brewery Company with their Red Fox.
I knew that was going to happen.
Because the Red Fox, it's a beer that stands out and it's all right. Beautiful coloration when you pour it out. Simple can design, but it's made with beet juice.
Yep.
Now it's going to throw everybody off. And you know what, guys? It threw me off when this guy Rib Fest said we use beet juice a part of it. That's fucked up. But you know what? One of the most solid tasting beers I've ever had. I was more than happy to have multiple pints and have to be walked home. It was wonderful. So for Mike's and Beers, the fourth rounder is the McKinnon Brothers Red Fox. Love it.
Oh yeah. I knew you were gonna say that one because I know how much you love that, and I do understand that because, like, I mean, if you hadn't have highly recommended it to me, I probably would have tried it anyway because I like trying things that are just like kind of odd, you know, like when like the fact that it's made with beet juice. I'm like, oh, I gotta try this because like I'm just one of those types of people that's like you gotta try things because like that's what kind of what life is like. With anything, it doesn't have to just be beer, just anything, like, you know, you just want to try something and like learn that's what you like or that's what you don't like or anything. So yeah, that was very, very good beer. I knew you were going to choose that one. So
Sam, your last draft pick, make her count.
Okay, this one is going to be, not only is this a good beer, but it's also, I had a really cool story with this beer too. And I'm actually not sure if they still make it. I really hope that they do, because it was such a good beer. But it's actually Man Antlers Creamed by Bickle. Nice. That was such a good beer. Such a good beer. And actually, so if people don't know, because I mean, we're doing an all-star lineup, and let's talk about, you know, an actual all-star is Brian Bickle, who is our hometown hero, because we both came from like, well, I come from Kendall, but like, you know, the biggest city, not even city, but like town, was Orono in comparison to Kendall. That's where, like, you know, you go and everything. And me and you, we both skated at the Orono Arena. And the same person that skated at Orono Arena is Brian Bickle, and he was in the Chicago Blackhawks, and he won the cup two years in a row. Was it in a row, or was it?
I don't know if it was in a row, and I'd have to check facts, but he's a 2-time Stanley Cup champion with the Chicago Blackhawks, our hometown hero. And Sam, awesome pick. He brought
that cup to Orono, and that was like, I mean, that was a moment. That was a pretty cool moment. But yeah, so he retired because he was diagnosed with MS. And so he teamed up with Man Antler, and they made Creamed by Bickle, and the proceeds went to the MS Society, or I'm not actually sure, but it's like an MS like charity.
Yeah.
I really should have researched this a little bit more, but I wasn't really sure this was going to happen. But like, yeah, so I went to the brewery. And it was funny because like I saw him, I'm just like, oh, it's Brian. Like, you know, we came from the same place. I fangirled hard as soon as I met him. I fangirled because like my dad knows his dad, so that's what I was saying. And I also told him that like I skated at Orono Arena too and everything. Like he was such a nice guy. And yeah, so I got a picture. I got a couple of beers. I got him to sign the beers. It was just a really cool moment.
Solid 5th round draft pick. What I love about it, Man Antler. Same town as Chronicle.
Yeah.
Bowmanville, Ontario, Canada. Represent 2 great craft breweries in the buy local. But kicking off our last round draft pick. Normally, you know, I would have liked to have 5, whatever, 3 apiece. And boys and girls, I'm going back to our featured brewery. We're going back to Chronicle. See, the Simcoe and Montecua, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but this pale ale. Delicious beyond imaginability. It is your straight up great IPA. That's a go-to. That's a must. And I promote it on Instagram. I love the nostalgia. Look at that. Simple hops mixed in with peaty piranha on a simple can. Guys, this is what marketing's all about. Just simplicity to get your point across. But the taste, it's something I'm drinking later. I want to promote some beers we may, have not have gotten to promote on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Check us all out. But this one I have for good reason, and that's why easily it is Mike's and Beer's last draft pick in the All-Star lineup. And Sam, we got 6 good beers.
Yeah, we do.
And guys, check out them all.
Check them all out and make sure
local.
Yeah, check them all out seriously, because we highly recommend them. But like, check out Chronicle Brewing. Like, they are like just the atmosphere alone. Like, I mean, it's just check them out. Just check them out because of the artwork. Like, I mean, come on, guys. Like, it's
Artwork,
just
taste, just the atmosphere, guys. You can't go wrong. So I guess that's it. Mike's and Beers signing out for just this last time. Last time without TJ, hopefully that bastard will be back next week.
I kind of like this.
This was nice.
I do.
But we got a new segment lined up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to showcase it next week. So guys, check it out. It's going to be a challenge. We're going to test our skills. We're going to test our knowledge, hopefully screw each other over and put a bad taste in our mouth. But guys, that's it for this podcast, our episode. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, Chronicle Beers, giving us the motivation, the inspiration of this deliciousness that you guys got beer. Sam, close us out, girl.
I mean, you guys, we love you. We love you so much. We love Chronicle. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much. Okay.
Take care, guys. Thank you.